It is the, intro music. Okay. It is the Baking It Down with Sugar Cookie Marketing Podcast. Bringing the energy to you today.
You gotta scooch back 5 inches.
This is where you had
your voice is so loud.
Okay, I'm not going to be that loud every single time.
What is today's podcast? The Vendy Blendy. Right. Because we wanted to talk about, and I think we do this every year, is how to squeeze the most juice from the Vendy Blendy Berry.
We are almost in November, which is insane. It is the 24th.
Vendy believe it?
Cannot, which means it's T-minus. It's actually 1 month out. Today's Tuesday the 24th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yes.
Yikes. This will be the biggest Vendy. Basically, this will be the biggest Vendy Blendy we have had. This is our third year, but it's also the biggest year. We've had a lot of vendors.
It'll be sad when we have like a decrease. Like this is
a shut up shop. We're just not going to do it anymore. But let me actually pull up the list of current vendors. How many do you think we got?
I would say 38. Did last year we have 33? I think you said. And the year prior, maybe we had 30.
I think last year we had 34.
34.
Yeah. This year, signed up, registered, and everything, 47. And
47?
Yeah, I'm waiting on 3 more that have said, we'll be in there. They just haven't done the form yet.
Well, this podcast today is all about the Vendy Blendy strategies, planning sesh, add to cart, what you can do to plan for the Vendy Blendy.
Before we jump in, tell us what this podcast is about.
It's about the Vendy Blendy.
Okay, the podcast in general. Should have been specific.
This podcast is all about how to grow your bakery business when it comes to marketing. You know how to make the dough, you know how to add the sprinkles, but how do you get customers buying what you're selling? We take tips and tricks that we learn each week in our Facebook group called Sugar Cookie Marketing and bring it to the podcast. So while you're elbow deep in royal icing, you can listen in and grow your business at the same time.
What a sales pitch. I love it.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
I actually was thinking of the words as I was saying.
I loved it. I saw that every word was a new step for you, and we all walked it together. So what we're talking about is the Vendy Blendy. Quick background on the Vendy Blendy. It is a reverse vendor expo, in which case you guys don't pay to join. The vendors pay for you to be there.
Okay, say that easier in a way that makes
free
sense.
to you, paid to other people that you don't care about.
The Vendys are marketing to you, folks, and they're marketing with a discount.
So the biggest takeaway is it costs you nothing unless you want to buy something. But to join the Vendy Blendy group, it exists for 1 day, only 24 hours on Facebook. So you got to be on Facebook. Even if you make an account just for this, awesome, we'll let you in. It starts at midnight on Black Friday and ends 24 hours later on midnight that Saturday.
It's so weird because we're saying like midnight.
It is so confusing. It ends at 11:59 on the same day.
Who owns? It's at 12:01.
Is it Fridays then?
Is it Fridays?
Or does it belong to Saturday?
And who started it? Because it has to go all the way.
Which day does the midnight belong to? So anyways, it's all of Friday. So Friday
12:01
Eastern Standard Time
to 11:59.
There you go. I like it. So it's that Friday day. It's nothing about Thursday and there's nothing about Saturday. So while people are swarming Walmarts, you will log into Facebook. You'll go to this group called Vendy Blendy 2023. You'll request a pen. Up until that day, you will not get in. Nobody gets in. There's only 4 people, me and Corey. And what happens is for 24 hours, you guys are only allowed to shop with your eyes. The only people allowed to post in that group are me and Corey and the vendors themselves. And each vendor gets 3 to 4 posts.
Yeah, don't worry. You're not gonna be like, oh, sorry, Twins posting the wrong group. You won't have the ability to.
Yeah, posting is only approved for the vendors themselves, and everybody else is kind of just watching.
But you can comment on their post to support your favorite vendors.
Yes, which is awesome. So the vendors, based on how they signed up, if they signed up for the basic package, I don't know, whatever.
There's only 2 bags.
Yeah. You can sign up to make your 3 posts, but if you want to make a door prize giveaway, in which case the only caveat is nobody has to buy something to enter, you get an additional post. So each vendor expect 3 posts, but they can post 4 posts if it includes that giveaway post.
Vendors, don't make me count how many posts you're doing. I can't do that.
I will count.
Heather did the math. She did it like 47 times 4 equals like there's going to be like
Over 200.
200.
Not to mention mine. And mine will be great. And then in addition to the vendors, so the vendors all have to offer 20% off in addition to paying into a big pool of money that we'll use to purchase 2 Bambu Carbon X1C printers to give away that day as well.
And it's 20% off or more. They could offer at least 20% off. That's the gateway one. Yeah. But if you want to do a little bit more, work the marketing system.
So some people say, well, what's in it for the vendors? They got to pay in. Each of them is paying $150, and then they got a discount. So why would they participate? It's because for the last 2 months and the next month, we have been absolutely hammering our audience, you guys, with everything about the Vendy Blendy. And I've never seen a place where you could get more reach for less money.
Absolutely. Plus, we don't allow people to sell to you in the group all the time, so it doesn't become like, oh, great, this group is just a sales group. But we do allow ourselves to have 3 annoying months to promote.
But yeah, it's a great win because then the group isn't full of sales posts, but when it is full of sales posts, it's all about the Vendy Blendy. Now, the key about the Vendy Blendy is at midnight, at 11:59 on Friday, you're never, ever, ever, ever allowed to talk about it again.
It is the group that shall not be named.
So Corey and I have 7 tips to get the most out of the Vendy Blendy experience. And then we're going to end with all the vendors, which we have 47. And I'll even tell you the 3 that are pending.
Oh, nice. I don't even think I know who they are.
You do.
Great.
You are. This is my only person I can talk to. So the Vendy Blendy tips. Let's start with actually keep not spending too much. So we want to talk about step 1, inventory, what you're missing. What are you running low on?
Is it boxes? Is it bags? Is it cookie cutters?
We have exactly 1 month for you to go through what you have and what you're missing and make an assessment there. We don't want to be double buying, right? We don't want to buy things that we already have. So we want to assess, what do we not have enough of? What do we actually already have that we don't need to repurchase again? And then what's on its last leg? If it's an airbrush machine, I know Sweet Pink Olive is doing airbrush machines. It is, I don't know if any Pico projectors are in there, but it's just a good idea to assess where is what and is when.
Yeah. So if you have you finally check your airbrush colors and you realize they expired 4 years ago, hey, maybe it's the day.
Maybe today is the time. So that's step 1. So inventory what you're missing, and you have 1 month to do that. Like Corey said, we're 30 days away.
30 days.
31 days. How many days are
half September?
Oh, we have 31 because October.
April, June, and November.
Half. Next step is create the budget now. I love the Vendy Blendy, and it can be a budget buster for you if you really are just feeling spendy for the Blendy. But create a budget and stay within that budget. And then we're going to talk about allocating a little overage for some fun. But what do you absolutely need?
What do you need is different
than what you want.
Need, I would say packaging is a great one. I know that a lot of companies are coming out with these grease-proof backers that are themed.
A lot of people
I have discovered that I have money, unfortunately, for Halloween.
Is that why you've been pushing Halloween DIY kits?
Yeah, I was like, I am not going to have a black box for a whole nother year.
I heard DIY kits, folks. So create the budget now. What do you need versus what do you want? So we're always going to want to say fulfill the needs first and then follow up with the wants. If your budget is wiped out by the needs, then wants maybe not today. Maybe you get that Christmas present early.
That's true.
Yeah. Then we're going to say, what is your max spend? I'm a spreadsheet bae through and through, right? But keep a spreadsheet of what you're spending, how much you're spending. I know that we got shipping costs on some of these. Some of the Vendys are forgiving shipping costs, but we don't want to just destroy
you don't want to get through the first 3 of the 47 Blendies, Vendys, and then realize, I spent all the money. End of sentence. So find out what your max spend is. Find out how much it will take to, again, but you got these big margins. We got 20% off. You're probably not going to find all these discounts in one place at one day like you are here. So planning ahead, pre-planning is going to be the move here. So what do you need? What do you want? What's the max you're willing to spend that day? Listen, you're your own boss. We're not you have exactly 30 days to run some pre-sales.
Yeah, whatever you need to do to bolster that
DIY kits, whatever you need to make a few extra cash.
Yeah. And then budget accordingly. I use that app, Wine App. You need a budget, and I use that to tell me what is the max that I can spend, and then you stay within the parameters. I always have a treat yourself budget.
I budget with my heart.
Just sprinkle
heart
a little bit.
whatever you feel.
Your heart says, bye, baby girl.
You deserve it.
You worked down hard for this. So we're going to start with inventorying what we're missing, what we need, what we want. Then we're going to start to create a budget. What do we need in our budget? What is our want budget?
And what's our
max
you
spend?
Cannot go past this number.
Do not cross
There will
this
be
line.
a divorce waiting for you.
Cross this line and you get to buy a divorce 20% off. Then budget accordingly. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to allocate this. What do I have left over? And you could essentially manage to really firm up your supply closet here. I think that's the goal. If it was me, more of a conscious spender, what is your, like, can we firm up the supply closet, and then what else is a supply, what does the supply closet need? Not what we want.
Supply closet.
What is it? If you don't have space for it, then where is he going to put it?
Like business cards are one. Are they fun? No. Do they
can
grow your
be.
business? Yes.
Allegedly. Then we have tip number 3, pre-shopping the vendors. Now, I know a lot of folks have asked me already for an Excel spreadsheet, and I think I'm going to post that this week.
Let's do.
Right. I'm just going to give you the vendor websites and their links, and then you can start building that out there.
Yeah.
Now, come the day of the Vendy Blendy, when you log in, you're going to see all the vendors and all the information you will need from them in a spreadsheet. That will also disappear in 24 hours, but it's going to have a lot more comprehensive information.
And we're going to have it pinned at the top of the group so you don't have to go swimming through 200 posts to
I'm going to
find
make
it.
sure this is easy to access, because just like in marketing our bakeries, the fewer clicks, the more conversions.
True.
So within the pre-shop the vendors, you can add things to cart. And Corey said not all carts have that memory ability where the carts remember what you left in them. Some of those carts reset pretty soon. I know we got 31 days.
You can. This is the only way to do it. On your cell phone, you can open up new windows.
That's so crazy. Just make a spreadsheet.
Open
You
up a
said
new window for
Etsy.
each cart. Etsy remembers everything you put in there.
Okay, so Etsy, you can put it in your cart and forget it. I'm a spreadsheet girl as well. You could create a cart. Essentially, they're a digital cart.
What I love about Etsy is you can move your once to your saved.
I love that.
And scooch it back over.
If you bought everything in your Amazon one,
My
list?
Amazon went like, oh, in my save list?
Yeah.
I'd be broke.
I love that. And then sometimes I shop my own want list.
I do. I'm like, oh, I forgot I wanted
Should I treat myself
you.
this order? Bezos?
What did
do you
I
think?
want this time last
Jeffrey,
year?
what do you think we should do?
Because our birthday's coming up, my mom's like, get me the list of what you want.
What did
I
you
was
ask
like,
for?
I actually want to take back what I said.
Really?
She gave us a budget of $300. That was $150.
That's a great budget. I didn't come in at 300.
How much was your weird
twat.
labeler?
150.
Yeah.
You greedy.
I was
little-
even looking at him and said, what is $300? Got me. Jason. That was $700.
really?
Way big.
Then I have make a spreadsheet, because not all of these websites will be able to save your cart.
Unfortunately.
Right? And then Corey says, plan ahead which holidays are coming up. So walk us through that.
So a lot of times we get tunnel vision. So Vendy Blendy happens in November, and right then we are like, it's Christmas next. I'm going to stock about all the Christmas stuff.
I'm going to wager this. You're not going to get it. I mean, you'll be kind of pretty close for Christmas.
Most of these,
I know, but like, are they getting it in a
fast.
week?
Most
You already need, if you're doing 6-week run times like we recommend, you should have already been selling the week before
Listen.
Thanksgiving.
trends are trending when in Rome.
Spendy
But
as the monster.
after Christmas, you have a bunch of holidays again.
Okay, what do we got?
You have
Big
Valentine's Day is huge.
And Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's in
Now
February.
that Taylor
Me and
Swift's
Heather
involved,
Googled it.
maybe bigger.
So those are two things you can
Easter.
stack up on. Easter, you got Father's Day, you got St.
Mother's
Patrick's
Day.
Day, Mother's Day. I want to say that's pretty much like the ones. Oh,
Then-
Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday.
now you're just talking. So that takes us through the major ones until we get into the summer. I guess.
Yes.
So think ahead. So when you're auditing that closet, say, what do I have for Valentine's Day? It would be nice to get the Valentine's Day stuff cheaper.
Yes.
Is there anything in January, or January just sad?
January.
It's Ashley's birthday, and she makes us have this, like, she does this pep
does.
talk around Christmas time. Like, I don't want any
Yes.
bad attitudes come January 15th.
I don't think there's anything in January.
Remember, April 15th, you'll have to pay taxes on what you didn't spend. So plan accordingly. Then Corey adds this one as the married mother of one. Set expectations with your family, a time designation.
I will say, I love being on my phone, but I hate getting a hard time for being on my phone. So if you
Mama's
say,
go
hey,
to shop.
there's this weird thing. It's called the Vendy Blendy. Two weird twins run it.
Listen,
be
there's
gone
a
for an
cult
hour.
on Facebook, and the cult has a one-day shopping spree.
So if you're like, hey, I'm going to check out like an hour between 1 and 2, don't interrupt me. You watch the kids. I'm just going to go through my list.
Go into a turkey coma with phone in hand.
Turkey coma, cannot wait.
Yeah. So Corey has a time designation. I have a husband confessions. I think the boxes will overwhelm somebody who's not been.
Someone who's been married twice. Get
Tell
the
us how
boxes
you did it.
to arrive during the day.
But again, setting the expectation with your husband, like, hey, I stand to save a lot of money if I shop this. Can you just give me an hour to myself or 2 hours? Or please go away forever.
I need 8 hours to myself.
We need 24
Every
hours
day.
And then Corey has, the accountants. So I added that one. I'm just kidding, though. I don't think a lot of us don't have accounts. Our accountant I'm scared of, so don't talk to her either. But if you need to let anyone know that your credit card was in fact not hacked and that was all you're doing.
I just need to let Navy Federal. Let that charge through.
Navy Federal, it was not fraud. It wasn't me. Then we have a treat yourself line item. So a lot of times, and the fun about the vendor blender and what we tell the vendors is it's a great way to introduce yourself to a new audience because some of these people haven't heard of you. Some of the vendors that have signed up, I have never heard of, and I've even been excited going through their shops.
I know.
So you may say, okay, here's my want list, here's my have to have list, but maybe just this wild card, whatever your budget is that says, if I find something, I'll buy it. If I find something that moves me spiritually,
I also
buy it.
say, bring the fam together and be like, hey, you guys always get me aprons for Christmas. I don't need any more. What if I find the stuff that I want, get it, and that be your gift?
So while purchasers, shoppers can't create posts, they can comment. And we encourage people to bring your husband in there and at them. Everyone pending, you don't have to be in any other groups. Anyone pending will get in on that day. And I've seen very smart and savvy ladies invite their husbands in so they can tag their husbands in, this is what I want.
And we'll be inviting mine. Is he eligible to win? A Bambu Baby.
If he goes back to me. Even then, your husband, the only requirement to enter in the big door prizes are just being in the group that 24 hours.
Oh, how are you going to?
We just handed Summer my phone and said, scroll through, baby girl.
Oh, through to the members?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said, pick whoever you want. But I think we did, actually, if I'm honest, we did a prompt, and I made her pick from the prompt. Yeah.
Should you just do it from the members? What if we let in a bunch of spam accounts?
Welcome. And enjoy this. Also, you have violated copyright infringement laws. So we have treat yourself. What things have you wanted to try? What have you always been curious about? What have you been like, ooh, that'd be neat if I could try it. 20% off. Now would be the time to try.
Now would be the time.
I don't want to try things at full price, but a discounted price that would be good. So what part of your budget is allocated to trying new stuff? Again, we have the I have to have list, I would like list, and then I would say in your budget, add a treat yourself list. That's going to be the smallest percentage of your budget probably, unless you're very good at inventory management. And that way you don't feel guilty about overspending. Yeah. When it's allocated, and that's why I like that app, You Need a Budget, so much, is because when it's allocated, it's like free money. Like I can spend whatever I want here. Add it to the tab.
Yeah, that's when you hit buyer's remorse, like, oh my goodness.
Yikes. Yeah. So we don't want the Vendy Blendy to be a spendy. We want it to be kind of wow, this is so great. I got what I needed. I got what I wanted, and I was able to buy more, and I got it all at a discount. And then I was able to have fun entering these door prizes, and maybe I'll even win a Bambu printer. That is the goal of the Vendy Blendy. Now, during the Vendy Blendy, so to recap how this works, it starts at that midnight on Thursday, end of Thanksgiving. So we have that Friday at midnight. Everyone gets in the group. We click the button as fast as possible. It slowly let people in. What you'll see is the pin post of everything you need to navigate this. I do not pin the vendor's post. You can just scroll through there because they're the only ones allowed to post. And you can kind of window shop that way. At midnight, here's my tip. Buy what you need at midnight. Yeah, I have to stay up too. I hate it. It's midnight Eastern Standard Time, so you Californians have no excuse. You British people have no excuse. It's us on the East Coast that are sleepy. But log in at midnight and grab whatever is on your I need this list.
I need this list.
And go right back to bed.
At the end of the day, we are not the vendors. We cannot promise that things will stay in stock. They are not limitless vendors. They do have a cutoff when they do run out of things. So what hurts my heart is when people are like, I really want to get it, but I was asleep.
I wasn't.
And you didn't get it, but then I can't do anything about it because once the Vendy is over, it is.
And I also have no limit on when they pick their door prize winner. So let's say you slept through that, or let's say you didn't log into the group by then and you were like, oh, that's really there's no sob stories in the Vendy Blendy. You're out there for yourself. You got to fight to the death.
Every man for himself. I will say, now that we've done, this will be our third Vendy, most vendors will post around the midnight time when everyone gets into the group, everyone's wide awake, everyone's trying to spend money. So they'll get their initial post up then. And then throughout the day, probably around the morning when actually people are, took a little
I find
night.
them midnight. They check back in around 10. They come back around just after lunch. And then a few of the diehard Vendies stick around till midnight.
Then it's like chaos from 8 onward.
Yeah. And then I get chaotic because I get sleeping. So it'd be like 24 hours for me. Yikers. But yeah, so log in at midnight, get that I have to have list knocked out, then go right back to bed, then check back throughout the day because those door prizes are skid. Those vendors can post them whenever, they can start them and stop them whenever. But they do have to pick the winner within the 24 hours. Your account has to be in the group during that 24 hours, right? So no buying and disappearing, just stay in. You will kick you out anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. Then get your must-have first in case things sell out. But also, and I challenge you to do this, these vendors are looking for you guys to support them. They have paid into this, they have discounted for us, and they've given us door prizes. So support them, even if it's like, wow, I didn't even know this existed. So cool. I'm so happy. Even if you don't have the intention to buy it.
Even if you already have it and you love it. That's a great testimonial you can do in the comment section of a vendor that you love.
If you see a vendor you've bought from the past at full price and you baked a cute set with it, post a picture of what their boxes are.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great idea.
That would be a great thank you. And I know that the vendors will really appreciate it. Nothing breaks my heart more than a vendor with no comments. So I'll do things to get them more comments as well. So if you see a vendor that you've never bought from, leave a comment. If you've seen a vendor that you've supported in the past, leave a comment. It costs you nothing, but it means the world to these people who are also staying up late. Enter in every door prize. Why not, right?
Why not?
The only requirement for the door prize is that you don't have to buy anything to enter. They can make you do actions like follow them on Instagram or Facebook. I try to encourage them to keep those actions limited to one or fewer tasks.
Not when it's 5.
Do 5 cartwheels. Follow me on Instagram. Shout to the moon. No, but whatever they can do. Most of them will try to get you to follow them on Instagram. Not a bad way to grow their following. You're obviously their target audience. And then they'll have you come back to the thread and like comment done or comment an emoji or something. So why not? They have to pick a winner. We do track that a winner is picked during that 24 hours. If you enter, there's 50 vendors. Most of them are doing door prizes. And then Corey and I are doing the door prize. Why not? Someone's got to win.
I will say the one thing that I've seen in the past 2 years is people who will enter the door prize, right? You entered it at 3 p.m.
Right.
But you win at the end of the day and you never come back, but we have to shut the group down.
Oh, yeah. You need to get it posted before then because that's a big thing about the Vendy Blendy. After it's done, we're not allowed to talk about it anymore.
We actually remove everyone from the group. Heather removes all the posts from that group and calls it null and void or something. And it's dormant for the next year. And you're like, why not just leave it up? That is not what the Vendy Blendy is. The magic of the Vendy Blendy is it's 24 hours. So while I know you love the vendors, you love shopping, it's only there for 24 hours. So around 8, 9 o'clock,
check back in
and see if you won.
I do. Now this is our 3rd year. At the end, I'll shoot an email to the vendor, say, if you guys want to just drop your discount to an unbelievably low discount, go ahead. Like at the end of the day when I'm tired, they're tired.
Yeah.
And some people will be like, hey, 50% off of this specific item.
But you'll have like 2 hours to partake. Yeah.
And then, but after midnight, there's no like, hey guys, whoever won, because that post will get deleted. Everything gets deleted, right? It's on the vendors to reach out to the people who won.
But it's on you to at least like see that notification.
Yeah. Then we have, so after the Vendy Blendy, so we got the 24 hours, right? We go through the 24 hours. You're shopping. It should be fun. There should be no tears. And then keep track of what you ordered because you are not allowed to ask me and Corey about your items because I don't know. But I will have in that pinned spreadsheet their support emails.
Yes.
Your job, that spreadsheet will disappear too. So your job is to copy that spreadsheet. It's a Google Sheet. It's not hard to copy. You go to File, make a copy. But what you ordered is between you and that vendor. We do not allow, I didn't get this vendor didn't send this to me. We do not allow any of that in the group. It's not on us.
Yeah, because I can't at the end of the day look over their shoulder to see what you ordered, to see, the shipping times. Yeah. That's between you and them. So if we see a post in the main group about it, we will delete it. Nothing on you, but it's not something that we can have an answer to. So
our goal, we have 4,000 people pending and we have 47 vendors, which is more than we've had in both years. I think by the time of the Vendy Blendy, because I'll really start promoting it on the 1st of November, and I'll get the Vendy's promoted as well, we'll have about 6,000, just under 6,000 people entering that group.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, not 6,000. Hey, not shipping overnight. We are not Jeff Bezos, and we do not make Jeff Bezos money. Then we have definitely copy and paste to support emails for the vendors that you ordered from. Again, a spreadsheet, super easy to find. And then we have donut post in the groups about the Vendy Blendy or its vendors, because that is the group that shall not be named as of November 25th.
Can you restate that part?
Don't post in the about groups? The vendor blender
in
the groups after November 24th.
Oh, you can post about it in other people's groups. Just not in True Cookie Mark.
I feel like I hated the vendor blender. They hated it with me. So that takes us through the Vendy Blendy. Now let's talk about the vendors themselves. What did you want to cover this time?
I want to cover the vendors, their discounts, and if they're offering a door price, what would that be?
Okay, let me hide this.
There's people that signed up since last week that I'm excited to hear about.
Okay. Let me hide that. I just want to hide my qualms. Okay, so I'm going to give you the vendor, their door prize, and their discount, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to work from newest signups to oldest. Arlene Chua, so Chua Mats, and she is doing a gift card to her shop only. It's valid towards the products and does not include cookies or classes, but it does include Chua Mats, which you guys all really, really, really wanted, right?
I don't have a Chua mat, but
you don't?
I did say if she signed up, I would buy some.
That would
so
be
I'm
so
excited.
Great. So she's doing 20% off. This would be the first time she's ever in the Vendy Blendy. I know a lot of people really wanted that. Then we have My Dope. I know she's a cookie cutter shop.
Are you saying if they're offering door prizes or not? What?
Yeah, hers, Chua Mats was a gift card to her shop.
Nice.
She did not put the dollar amount, but I'll find that out closer to the event. Then we have My Dope Etsy, and this is a cookie cutter shop. Tons of cutters. She signed up last night as well. She's doing 30% off.
30?
30. And she's doing a $100 coupon code for all the cookie cutters in our shop. That's her door prize.
Oh, wow.
Then we have the mixer skirt. Now, this is so interesting. She signed up over the weekend. Corey was looking at it, and it is flower explosions, powdered sugar clouds, and butter splatter. Address the mess, a fabric splash guard for mixers.
I know.
She'll be doing 20% off, and her door prize is a Cele-Bake box. Includes one mixer skirt in the color vanilla buttercream, 2 sprinkle spatulas, size large and small, a set of 3 bowl scrapers, 2 not edible macaron-shaped candles. Nice adding that there.
Cute.
And 3 mixer skirt baker stickers, and she's doing that for 3 winners.
Nice.
Wow, what a door prize. I love. Then we have Carentology. You know her by her boxes that are shaped like houses.
She is the box lady. She had the cutest ones for Halloween. She has a mansion box and she has a house box. Great for real estate agents and thank you gifts.
I love it. She has a box in her preview. It's a brown box in the shape of a house. Looks perfect like a gingerbread almost.
A gingerbread house that she has.
Yeah, super cute. She's doing 20% off with the free gift for every purchase, no minimum amount spent.
Goodness.
Right. No door prize for her. Then we're doing the Sugar Cookie Dealer. She's doing 25% off. How fun. And she's giving away a glitter scribe. Now you have these scribes.
I love these scribes. They're... Right. I don't know. It feels like they're made of glass, but that would not be true. It's a hefty scribe.
They're
she has
so
skinny ones and she has thicker ones. I absolutely love them.
She has a pumpkin spice scribe.
She does themed ones throughout the whole year.
Oh, a glitter scribe, ready to ship. The candy corn one, the Cupid truffle, the monster mash. Then we have a watermelon. Oh, they're super cute. And then we got these skinny ones. So she came out with the skinny ones. Corey has the chunkier ones. Let me ask you this. Why would somebody want a skinny one? Or why would somebody want a chunky one?
It's whatever you prefer. I will say the skinny one, if you dropped it on a cookie, you'd be fine. The thicker one, if you dropped it on a cookie, you might have a little dent. But it just depends if what's ever comfortable in your hand. I like the thicker ones because you know how skinny a scribe is?
I like the weight of things.
Yeah, so this one is weighty, and instead of holding it like this, you got to hold it like that.
I wish people could see that visual.
Beep, 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 beep.
Then we have Whipsy. Now, Corey, you were asking me about this. She's doing 40% off, which is insane.
I know this stuff is so crazy because she sent a video for me. She sent some products for me to highlight in a video.
Okay.
And when I opened it, I was like, what is this?
It is flavored powdered sugar to make royal icing.
I know. And I'm excited. Like, I haven't made the video yet, so I didn't want to unpackage everything.
I don't think you've ever made flavored royal icing outside of vanilla, right?
I don't think I have.
This will be very interesting.
I know. So they had like
mix
a
this
mango.
With Bakery Bake? With
Yeah,
mango?
absolutely. I mean, they have
fun.
already vanilla in it, but I feel like this is so flavored and
that'll be so interesting. Let
let
me know when you make that.
Whips Z.
Yeah, WIPZI.
Okay. .com.
Yeah.
I just want to say like some of I saw mango at the top. It said simplifying baking for the not so simple baker. Strawberry, lemon, orange, vanilla, chocolate.
Chocolate.
How neat.
That'd be
Lavender.
And now her giveaway is a Whipsy signature bundle. How fun. She was extremely easy and nice to work
It
with.
says perfect for macarons. That's true. That is true.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
I would love you to get back in the macaron thing.
Yeah, I need to.
Get them feet.
It takes so long.
They're so good. Okay, moving on. We have Love and Flour baking supplies. And you know what? She's Canadian. And you Canadians who love to complain that the Vendy doesn't blendy.
We have Canadian.
So
Wait, is this the one I saw the other day? What is this shop called?
Love and Flour baking supplies.
Nice.
And-
Baking supplies.
Right. So she has 20% off. Plus, I do not charge any tax right now, so that's savings. And she's giving away a Genere Cakes Luster Trio.
That is
have that?
expensive. Do I have it?
Yeah.
Yes. Would I want
Wow.
some more? Yes.
So Canadians. Well, I think all the and I'll get when we get closer to the vendor blender, I'll get all the places they're willing to ship. So you guys know.
Can I order?
I think she can. She said she ships over the Boeta.
Nice.
But Canadians who don't want to pay that huge shipping price, no complaints.
True.
Right. Then we have Domestic Cookie, 25% off. Oh,
Wow.
And she's giving away a $100 shop gift card.
Wow. She is from our family's hometown, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
But she does baker t-shirts.
Love it.
Super cute. She does
People from Kentucky,
sweatshirts.
like my dad, do you say you need an oil change and not an oil change?
And he says Acura instead of Acura.
Oil change. Oil change. Just kind of just mellow out any.
My husband says oil.
dual, and he's from Southern Virginia, which is right next to Big Stone Gap, which is right next to Lake Cumberland, which is right next to Kentucky.
Right.
Basically a Kentuckian. Then we have this one shop. They're actually doing quite a few discounts. Really like them. This will be the third year in the vendor blender. It is two twins, and they're doing the cookie college. So
okay.
we
have firmed it up.
So I think for our door prize, we're doing, I'm not sure how many, but one set of all the transfer sheets laminated, shipped to your house.
Yes.
So I'll pay
Let
for
me tell
that.
you something. You're like, oh, laminated sheets. Let me tell you.
Hundreds of dollars.
That's a lot of money to
Ridiculous.
laminate.
But we've also created a new product, and we'll talk about that in a second, but it's everything you need to teach a Christmas cookie class. It's not a membership. It's our first standalone, non-recurring product.
Yeah. You buy it.
Right now, you can get it $72 at teachacookieclass.com. But on the vendor blender, we'll discount it for that one day only. And then if you are like, hey, I'm teaching cookie classes, this might be a Christmas cookie class you'll love. It is stupid
So
cute.
stinking cute. Plus, we have raised the rates on the cookie college since last year. But one day you can get it for the last year price.
Yeah, so it's $76 for the cookie college. Now, if you buy on the vendor blender day, you can get it for $68. And if you really want to save some money, you can buy the year for $680, which is an additional 2 months free. It's the cheapest price we'll ever have ever again.
Yeah.
I don't see us doing this again.
No.
So our thing, Corey wanted to make the $2 transfer club $1.
50% off. Look at
But
us.
the $2 transfer club is included in the cookie college membership. It's included in all the memberships, actually. And then our door prize is the laminated transfer sheets, which is pretty expensive, but I'll handle that. And then we wanted to do the Christmas class at discount. So we're discounting everything we got.
Kids, don't follow us for marketing and money buys.
We're giving away the kitchen sink.
Heather's been doing with the, I just saw this comment on somewhere, I can't remember, but you're doing the transfer sheet.
Yeah.
But you're doing the letters now. And so it's like, oh, great. The twins don't have to think for 26
Yeah,
weeks.
thank goodness. It has been a blessing not to have to draw a leaf. I don't know if you guys know, I'm pulling up actual leaves, tracing them.
Oak leaf.
Let nature be my guide. Then we have Rona's Cookies and More. She's doing 20% off her shop. We have Bees Baked Art Supplies. She's doing a $100 gift card as a door prize. Again, nothing it costs you to enter. You just have to comment in their threads.
Just have to comment.
And she is Bees Baked Art Supplies, 20%. We got Tasty Tin returning for the second year. She is spices, which are pretty good. I bought a bunch of them. Yeah. Spice up your popcorn, 30% off. Love it when people come in over the minimum.
I know.
Discount. And then she's doing a holiday gift set as her door prize. More Decor coming back for the second year, maybe even the third. I cannot remember. And she is doing 30% off. 20% off the entire shop, 30% off to 40% off teas, 30% off digital downloads, and a free cutter with every purchase.
Wow.
And she's doing 1 membership to our online course, Making Stencils with Cricut, and 50 free stencil SVGs as her door prize. That's valued at $219.
To win that for me, please.
Okay. Sweet Labels Shop. She's coming in at 20% off, and that will be a blast.
Is that Rose?
Rose, yeah.
Love her.
She's it all. The Sweetest Tears will be 20% off, and she's doing a Sweetest Stencil Holder bundle valued at $80 as her door prize.
I will say, the
love that
Sweetest Tears stencil holder has, like, if you ask for a PYO, it's a joy because I get to use the Sweetest Tears stencil holder.
When Corey posts.
I bought that off my own money.
I'm sorry, if anything. Buy that to create the content that goes viral on TikTok. I don't know why people are so obsessed with it.
They're acting like I created it, did not. So I've tagged her 1 bajillion times so she knows who we are. Thank God. But she has more than just that. She has cookie turntables that can match a scribe sparkles.
But the content you post, it's screen printing cookies basically is what the comments are saying. But it has
people in a
TikTok, Instagram, and a headlock. I know. My God. They are obsessed. The engagement you get from people just asking what it is ridiculous.
But it is honestly one of my favorite tools.
So Corey reached out to her specifically, and she fortunately jumped on in. So that's awesome. 20% off. I think you say that's worth it and then some.
Absolutely.
So
PYOs. Is the stencil holder cheap? No, but it's actually going to pay for it. I've had it for a bazillion years.
If it broke, would you buy it again?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Whisk Confessions, 25% off. I love that. We have My Two Cookies. She's doing 20% off. She is doing a door prize, but she didn't mention what that was just yet. I will stalk her and find out. Cookie Cutters by Nori. Definitely buy the Heather cookie cutter, not the Corey
Buy
one.
the Corey cookie cutter because it's so cute.
She has 23% off, and she's doing a $50 store credit. Nori is a very nice person. We've never met her, but I like her. We have Boutique Stamps and Gifts. She is doing a gift card at $50. How much are the stamps? Corey has a bunch of her stamps.
$20-ish.
Nice, but you use those
all the time.
All the time. So you can get a custom stamp, right?
Yeah, so she actually has designs and you give her your business name. And it's not like you're using your brain. She's already done the designing.
And you just get a custom stamp with your name with this cool like filigree around it that you can stamp on kind of plain packaging. I know you do it on your thank you cards. You do it on brown bags.
Craft, paper bags. I do it on white tissue paper.
Yeah, really good to have that in your arsenal. That would be kind of a have-to-have list for me. That would fall.
I will say, love
it's so versatile.
You can get a thank you one.
That's nice.
Yeah. Homemade ones for your library.
Can you buy the ink?
It's the self-stamping ones.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's the self ones.
Nice. Cute Cookie Kits back for a second year, I think. She's 20% off plus free shipping for over $35. And she is doing a cutter fix, aka a gift certificate for more cookie cutters. That is her door prize. So awesome. So many Vendys are doing door prizes and I love it. The Sweet Bite app.
Sweet Bite app. If you need to organize your cutters, because we are no longer cutter hoarders, this is a great way to put what you have in a right spot.
Tell people what you did with your cutter overage.
Guys, this was such a... No, we'll do it after. But that'll be my cutters.
We have the Pink Piggy. She's doing 25% off. Love that. I'm sorry, Sweet Bite app is also at 25% off. And she's doing, as her door prize, our 16-piece Nativity cookie cutter set. Perfect.
No way.
And that's valued at $90.
Yeah, because that's a ton of cutters.
16 pieces. We have Marley's Monsters, 20% off. We have Beads by Bella. She's doing 20% off, and one of our bracelet sets valued at $42. I saw your review of Beads by Bella last week. I loved it. Equinox Pastry Supply. She's at 23% off to honor 2023, and she's doing a gingerbread man scribe and a car magnet of choice valued at $35 as her door prize. Homemade Heartfelt. She's going to do the box.
Not yet.
Waiting for you, Garnier.
Garnier.
She's doing 2020. She's doing 20% off and a free gingerbread man banner, and that's going to be a felt banner. I can't begin to describe to you how cute this stuff is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to want to pre-shop that one. Lolly Bee's Custom Cutters. I know it's her second year. Might even be her third year, Bambi. She is a ride or die. 25% off and a surprise for her door prize. A surprise box of cookie cutters valued at $50.
Wow.
Amen. First year ever, Miss Cookie Packaging, 20% off. That'll be fun. Kitchen Creations, first year. She'll be 20% off and doing a cookie-related basket of goodies. If you say the word basket of goodies,
I don't know. My
had me coming and going. The Baker Tree coming back this year. Love it at 30% off. The girl just gets it. And she's doing 10 free STL files that are not customized, but that will be a value of $35. Mulberry Treats is coming back this year. Again, she is the baker, buy this for bakers in your life. They're cute knickknacks and everything. 20% off and felt garland and a $50 gift card is her door prize.
She's a felt garland girly. She says, you know what? I don't like beads, but I won't meet you halfway.
Absolutely. Sugar Dot is coming back, dare I say, her third year, 25% off. And her door prize is 100 biodegradable shopping bags.
I love those bags.
I know. They have Coriana Chokehold. We have Cookie Art Market. This is Minted Prints coming back, a rebranded new awesome idea, 20% off. And she's doing a $50 store gift card as her door prize. Busy Bakers Nicole, she's coming back, 20% off, 50% off classes, and a Busy Bakers Best Sellers bundle valued at $100. Sugar Dash Co., Meredith and her hubs, love them both, 25% off, and a giant box of cookie cutters. Their door prize is valued at $400.
I just made a big order with them the other day. They were running a steal of a discount, and I needed
the Parnell strike again. Bobby's Cutter, 20% off. Her door prize is valued at $75. This is a $75 shop gift card. I know you guys are going to lose it.
You guys sold out her cute Santa and Mrs. Claus cutters.
Darn you people. Dare to Bake is coming in at 20% off. I think this is her. Did she do it last year?
No.
Really? First year, love it. And she's giving a sample kit with all of her boxes and packaging, of which I think even Corey would want to win that.
I know.
We have Blue Honey Cutter Co. This is a new shop. She is a Renee, and she is designing. She said, I'm designing all the
time.
I think she's designing hers from scratch, and she's doing 20% off with a $20 shop gift card to enter in. And these are one of the people that we want to definitely shop from, promote, say, oh my goodness, I love this. So again, giving back to these shops that are even just launching in time for the Vendy Blendy. We have Sweet Cutter Co. at 20% off. She's doing cookie cutters, genie meringue powder, and a gift card for her door prize.
Wow.
That is going to be valued at $100. One Smart Cookies and Crafts, 20% off. A limited edition cookie scribe, 3 available. So I'm not sure if it's 3 giveaways or you get 3 or you get to choose from 2. I'm not sure. But she is giving that away as her door prize. Sweet Pink Olive for the Vendy Blendy. She's giving away as her door prize an airbrush machine valued at $210.
Guys, those are nice. It's dual action. Have one, love it.
But even if you don't win the door prize, those will be 20% off, which I love. Wonderland Cutters is back this year. Love her. D Hall, 20% off, and she'll be doing a $50 shop gift card. Brighton Cutters back again this year. She loved it last year. She was involved the whole entire time. I don't think she slept. She did 30% off, which is awesome, and the door prize is a 1-year subscription to the Not So Basic box.
Oh, that's so fun.
The Cookiery.
The Cookiery. Canada people.
She's doing 20% off cutters, stencils, backers, packaging, and all Cookier branded items. And her $150 valued door prize is a grab bag with assorted cutters and supplies. AE Core Backers, Ride or Die. This is her 3rd year in the Vendy Blendy. 30% off as she always does. And she's doing one photography lighting set. She just offered that. That's her door prize. And Bakery Tico, 3rd year running in the Vendy Blendy. She's doing 20% off. Plus her door prize is a $50 gift card. Now, not everyone, not even close to everyone, gave me the dollar amount valuation of their door prizes, but I'm going to add in the $3,000 door prize that Corey and I are doing with the vendors' money.
Yeah.
So just entering the door prizes, you could stand, there's well over, this is, probably half of these people didn't give me the dollar amount value, but we're at $5,394 worth of door prizes.
Can one person win them all?
Yeah, I'm not policing who wins what. Do whatever. I can't pick that. But yeah, that will be a Blasti-Oli for the Vendy Blendy.
So stay tuned this week.
We also have a super secret door prize.
We have a super secret door prize. You can take a guess.
Sorry. We were not allowed to tell you until the week of the Vendy Blendy.
Stay tuned to our social medias. Last week, me and Heather almost died with how much work we had. So this week we went a little lighter. And I am going to be featuring a bunch of those.
Yeah, we told all the vendors when they signed up, if they wanted Corey to do a video review, just send her whatever you want to review, and she had to review it.
I know, which I love to do because sometimes content.
Do you remember which vendors you reviewed already?
I did Blue Honey Cutter Co. was the first one.
Beats.
I did Beats by Bella. I did One Smart Cookies and Crafts.
I know you did Dare to Bake.
Did Dare to Bake. I did. Come on, there's more. There is more.
I'm trying to think. Hey, Corey, did you?
Oh, Sugar Dash Co.
Sugar Dash Co. Definitely.
I mean, Sugar Dot. My bad.
Sugar Dot.
Yes. That's all.
Oh, yeah, you did the bags. I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, back to...
Wonderland Cutters.
You did Wonderland Cutters. So how many more do you got to go?
There's a ton of boxes.
Okay. So, I mean, this is shaping up to be the biggest Vendy Blendy we've had in the 3 years running, which is great. Oh, here's the vendors that I have that are pendy vendors.
Pending.
Where did you guys go? I think I hit them. Let me unhide everything.
Unhide those bad boys. I need to know.
Where did you guys get here? Okay, I have Got Print. They sent me an email, says we're in. We just have to sign up. So they're working on whatever their door prizes, don't know. Box Genie sent me an email, says they're in. They're working on the door prize. They just don't know.
They just don't.
These are a little bit of a bigger company, so they're a little bit more red tape.
I know. They're going through a lot of their people.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm curious, and maybe we'll have to ask them with Got Print and Box Genie. I love their products. The thing is, with the design, do you have to have that submitted that day?
I'm pretty positive you will. I'm going to teach them Facebook Lives on like designing them in Canva to have them ready to go. But I know for Got Print, you'll want to have that one ready to go. Now for Box Genie, the way that works is their builder is in their website. It's the reason why I ended up buying your boxes from them. It was so much more intuitive than the other places. The other places that I had shopped for boxes were like, we're going to send you this weird file. And you have to build it out like, dude, I don't want to do this. But the Box Genie website, they were like, hey, you can just drag and drop this in this like online builder. It was pretty neat.
Okay, nice. All right.
And then the one person I didn't mention, Bakety Bake. She has said, I'm in. She just ran out of
to sign up.
here to sign up. So that brings us to currently 50 Vendys. Now, I actually have 3 people waiting to sign up as well.
Are you covering their names?
No, they haven't. They haven't given me that absolute yes.
Okay.
So I don't want to promise anybody things and they don't get them. But that is the Vendy Blendy. Now, I know Heather Campbell Brookshire wants to come back with a door prize. She has a unique product. She sponsored the 2 happy hours we had. So she's a Disney trip planner. I'm still talking with her on that.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, I think she wanted to do a $50 gift card towards Disney and do just the door prize, which would be fun.
Oh, nice.
So that makes this the biggest amount of vendors we've had. So now we just got to get the blenders in there.
We just got to get the
vendors.
So here's what I'm going to ask of you.
Okay.
If you have a bestie, if you're in another Facebook group that happens to have bakers in it, if you are in a local bakers group, if you're in a state-run cottage bakery group,
that's a great one.
Invite them. At the worst, they win something.
Everybody saves money. And the worst case scenario, you don't spend a dime, but you win something.
I know. So it's so fun to shop that day, and it's fun to have the numbers to show vendors for next year. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, this year
everybody wins when you guys join this group.
I know. So I am asking you to take the time to invite your fellow bakers to the 20. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you wanted to do a giveaway. We didn't nail down the details.
We have not nailed down the details. Do not say a word.
Corey's got some tricks up her sleeve.
Heather asked if I ever cheated in high school.
She did.
And I did.
Lord, my lunch today.
I said, I got some tricks up my sleeve.
Okay, you want to tell them how? She wrote really hard on her study notes, so it imprinted on the paper below her.
No, I was like, you know when you write on a book?
Yeah, we know.
The answers. Like I was writing on my history book.
That much time studying? You wouldn't have needed
I had to spend that much time just writing it out.
That's ridiculous. So the Vendy Blendy, to recap, that is November 24th, 2023 from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. that Friday. And all the time is Eastern Standard Time. Just dip into that group, have that group pinned just for that day. Mm-hmm. By the end of the day, you won't be able to access the group.
The rules that go for in SCM are the same rules that go in there.
Respect each other, no complaining,
no cursing, no punching, no fighting.
But you can't make posts, so that takes away half of it.
No fighting in the comments.
And no negative reviews. If you have a problem with a Vendy, that's between you and the Vendy. Again, Corey and I are middlemen. Do your research on these Vendys. However, I can vouch for a lot of them. They're pretty awesome. Corey's bought from most of them.
Also, there's a little courtesy that goes along. If you see a vendor's post and they happen to have a stencil they're featuring that looks a lot like another person's stencil, or are they sold out, don't tag some other shop.
Yeah. Here's what I found, and I didn't realize this, but these cutter shops buy their STLs or their designs from these large markets that sell these designs. So what I see happen now that I know how it all works is someone's like, well, that's not your design. I got it from this other cutter shop. No, it's both of their designs, and they got it from the same place that creates the design. So it's important not to play judge, jury, and executioner there.
So if you see like one shop has a set of markers that you're like, oh yeah, I got this from this other vendor.
No.
We don't like that.
No, we got to support that vendor. They paid quite a bit of money to be there. We need them to feel welcome, or they will not come back. So do not ruin this for me, guys.
Yes.
Do not make my look bad.
But we will say, me and Heather will be monitoring and in there all day.
We'll also be at the mall all day. So
we'll also be full on turkey all day. We'll be full on pie.
I was going to go for the season 52 little cake shots.
I
know. So that takes us through the vendor blender. But to circle back around, Corey has way too many cookie cutters. We taught our own cookie class kits class this
It was
past
great,
Saturday.
guys. The Halloween class, a blast.
Yeah, a blast of a class.
An absolute
And
blast.
if you wonder what the cookie class kits is, I'll cover it in a minute. But Corey had, how many cookie cutters do you think you have before Saturday?
Hundreds.
Like, come on, more.
There's two.
Firm it up a bit.
The ones that are actually divided where they need to go, they're filled in those blocks that you pull out.
Yeah.
But then I have two 10-pound,
Wait.
like 10-gallon things
Oh, I was like 10
that
pounds.
are out of the top
Oh.
of cutters that need to be.
Can you give me a ballpark guesstimate?
500.
You said 700 on Saturday.
I was just trying to be a wow
Okay.
factor.
So Corey went through, she's in this like binging Hoarders Buried Alive, having a come to Jesus moment. She went through and purged cutters that she thinks she had that she'll never use, that were gifted that she doesn't like.
Duplicates. Ones I
put
bought
them in a giant box. Takes in the box is ridiculously big. And then I'm like thinking this is not going to land. But Corey's like, hey, I want you to tell everyone who attends class that box is a grab box. Like grab whatever you want, unpack. It triggered these people's gambling addiction in a way I've never seen.
Yes.
I had to call people. I had to say, hey,
we had
guys,
to say class is about to start. Everybody, come back to the table.
To your seats.
But I brought everyone, a Target plastic bag. Like I want you to feel like you can stuff the bag full.
Yeah, so we go through, people are taking fistfuls, which is great, because Corey's like, at the end of the day, if I didn't have to take that box back, I'd be a happier person. These two sisters took way too long decorating. They added 30 minutes to class, but whatever. They were on their way out, and they were like, Corey's like, make sure you grab something. And then adds like, and if you took the box, I wouldn't care. And she's like, you're just kidding. And Corey's like, I'm actually not. He got real serious. I'm actually not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Then she's like, I'm going to take the box. And Corey's like, take the box.
Yeah.
So it was great. Our class people felt like they got one over on us. Little did they know, Corey got one over on them. Everyone had a great time. Corey purged.
I know.
And everyone paid to be there.
My twinterest, I'm just going to drop it in here.
Oh.
What I've learned on hoarding the show Hoarders.
You have been binging.
I am obsessed with that. I'm going to be sad when I run out.
She has banged.
I'm going to be sad when I run out. You worry about things that you have not used.
Yeah.
And that's because it's in your home, not being used.
Right.
If you give it away to someone who will use it, you no longer have the worry about you using it.
Yes. What do you mean? Can you make that out of it?
So I have on the podcast probably a year. Yeah. On the podcast a year ago, I told you guys, I got this cool cat litter box that takes the trash out
I had it
itself.
on 3 years ago.
I've only had it since I lived in this house, which is a year and a half.
Okay.
So I only got it then.
Right. It was a litter robot.
Litter robot. I even talked about on how life-changing it would be. Have I plugged it in?
No.
No.
And
not
this is a
one
big
cat.
step for Corey. Because one, admitting you have a problem is half the battle.
Yeah. And it was ungodly expensive.
Yeah. So Corey turned around to my aunt who has two adorable rag dolls and is like, hey, I'm going to take a huge hit on this. Do you want this for like $100? I think it was $400 to buy it.
$700.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. That's
Corey,
why I am just angry.
You can't think about it though. But now my aunt is so stoked to use it. It makes my aunt's life better. Corey gets that space back because her cats didn't like it. And everything wins when you let go.
I can't even say if my cats liked it. I never plugged it in for them to
Yeah,
say
figured you would have
they
done a
did.
dry run.
Never has a litter kennel been in there.
So anyways, Deed, our aunt, gets to enjoy that. Now there's a line forming if her cats don't like it. My My cousin wants it.
I know. And it's going to get used because right now it wasn't getting used.
Once you finish, if you're truly invested in this purging, anti-hoarding thing, the Minimalist podcast, probably the first 50 episodes.
I should listen to that.
Yeah. And they have these tips of like, hey, if you pick up the item, I'm just going to say this just in case. If the words just in case come out of your mouth, donate it.
Yeah.
Because he said if it's under 20 minutes away to replace it and under $20, you do not need it in a house. You can always go get it again.
My great purge, I sent Heather a video on Sunday, was my closet.
Yeah. And tell them what you did. She said she went through her closet, got a bunch of stuff to donate, stopped, went back through her closet.
I
went
said
through the same clothes again.
Do better. And I went back. And then the third time I went back. So like I'm going through each, pulling it off. And my husband was like, wow. But the thing is, I didn't want to go in the closet before because it was so packed full of stuff. But then I'm not wearing any of the stuff.
My thought is if you don't know you have it, it has you. And it has you in a chokehold in a way you don't understand because you avoid the places where that stuff is. You are stressed by thinking like, I know I have that, but I don't know where I put it.
Yeah.
So getting rid of that stuff, even though at the time it feels so bad, and maybe sometime later when you were like, oh, I wish I didn't donate that, it will feel bad again. But the overwhelming feeling out is going to be a positive, a net positive.
That's why for the Vendy Blendy, go and make sure, like physically touch everything that you have, like as far as packaging goes.
I want you to put your finger in the sprinkles.
I want you to look at what you have. A lot of times we don't remember the things we bought a few years ago. And then you end up rebuying it. What a waste.
That would be a great plug for the Sweet Bite app, which helps you organize your cutters. Now, I've not used the Sweet Bite app, but I know that cutter organization is such a battle.
It is.
So finding a way to organize your cutters, again, alleviates not only the stress on your bottom line, having to rebuy stuff, but then, okay, so Corey donates to the cookie class, of which those people had a blast. All these cookie cutters she might not ever use again. But we can always reprint them in the event that she has. And a lot of these vendors, a lot of the cutter vendors will print custom shapes for you if you needed it. Something to keep in mind if you're feeling like you're drowning and the walls are falling in on you.
It's just the reason why I have so many cutters is when you get into something like a hobby, your family hones in on that. Like, oh, now we don't have to think about
absolutely
getting them anything. We'll just get them a million
gifts these days.
Listen, it is.
I got mom and her cards, you and your cutters. Summer is changing her hobby every 2 days, but the Target dollar section seems to be the new one.
We are doing a cake decorating class this week.
Whatever you guys want to get in for 2 weeks. So that takes us through the Vendy Blendy. If you have any questions, you are allowed to ask questions about it now, leading up until that day. So feel free to post in the group. It gets more attention on the Vendy Blendy. Just tag the group in your question. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
And then we will have a blast.
You still have time to tag your favorite shops. We had someone who went. All of them. We had someone who went and probably messaged 25 shops.
Just an angel baby. And she was like, here's all the shops I messaged. If you guys want to go message them.
So awesome.
I say this vendor blender has been so successful this year because people have done the footwork for us. Because, okay, we're biased. When we come to a shop and say, can you pay us $150? It seems like an absolute cash grab. But when you guys go and ask and you're like, I'd love to buy from you at 20% off and it's a great way to learn about new shops, then it's not biased.
Yeah, you guys have won over a ton of people to the vendor
I'll say
blender.
It's been wildly more successful than anything we've tried.
Oh,
Year 3, so you guys are great. So now start saving that money so we can spend it all. No savings allowed.
Now let's go to the sponsors.
Especially the cookie college.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The Cookie College. So Corey and I worked in the past 2 months for this new product. It's a single buy product, not a membership like the Cookie College or the Cookie Class Kits. It's called teachacookieClass.com. It'll update.
We realized that people might not want to dive in to the Cookie College because it's a lot of information.
And they may think the Cookie Class Kits is a little too much, but they don't know even how to get started to use that material.
You're like, I want to teach a cookie class. I want the Cookie Class Kits. I don't know what to do to start to teach one.
This product, teachacookieClass.com, is just the instruction you need to know how we taught a cookie class, some swipe files you need to get started, and the Cookie Class Kit for Christmas.
And not to toot our own horn, boop, boop. But in class on Saturday, the amount of people that said, I signed up for this in April. You guys sell out so fast. Please teach more classes.
Yeah. And that's taken 3 years of consistent effort, but that consistent effort that we've honed in over 3 years is exactly what the Cookie Class Kits has become. So you guys don't have to learn the hard way like we did. You get to jump in with these like pre-built cookie class kits. And now with teachacookieclass.com, a single to purchase, you're not on the hook for recurring membership. You get the class instruction on how we taught a class. You get to watch a class that we taught. And then you get everything you need to teach a Christmas cookie class. I think we took the guesswork out of it, I'd like to say.
So that includes the December cookie class kits, technically.
Yes, you can buy it right now. $72. Or, okay, let's say $72. If you spend $76, you can get all of that in the Cookie College as well. If you're saying, oh my God, did you guys just popcorn me up? Yes, we did. That was a thing. But if you're like, oh, I don't want a recurring membership, I just want to be able to watch this class, you can buy that $72 at teachacookieClass.com.
Nice.
The Cookie College itself, though, as much as I'd love you to sign up, we're so close to the Vendy Blendy.
Yeah.
Right. Get one over on us. We're so close.
We're so
Granted,
close.
if you want to teach that Christmas
if you
class,
signed up for the Cookie College today, paid the $76, come the Vendy Blendy. You can drop down.
And any overage amount will actually be applied to a fund it'll pay into the next month.
It'll be applied to my paycheck. Thanks.
It will be I'm biased, but a lot of the people in the Cookie College, my job is retention. And I got to say, a lot of people are like, I'm stuck here. Where else am I going to go? I really like the content. I really like the product. I like the updates. It's constantly being added to, updated. Corey's adding the freebie photos. And then there's that Facebook group.
Facebook group is awesome.
Corey's also biased.
I am.
Okay, dial back in.
I am. The trash
man
has
come.
Me.
And Corey has left.
It is the temperature in your office is the.
You made me turn off the fan.
Listen. Temperature is warm enough that I could take a midnight.
I am sweaty. Hey, Google.
Okay, you can turn it on. I just don't want it to touch my leg.
Google. Turn on the office fan.
I just don't like when it turns towards me and then away.
People who talk while you're talking to your smart home devices deserve a 10th level of hell.
See, it's blowing. It's touching me. No, you can turn it off.
I want it to blow at me. I'm sweating.
Is it blowing?
Yes.
Oh, I can feel it. Not on your leg. This is what I want to say. Anyone who is on TikTok and Instagram who says a smart device's name in your video, how dare you?
You know what, though? Let me call Google out on it. They have it in their ad. It's the whole bedroom's lighted up. Listen, I'm not paying for Hulu without ads. Okay, they all have ads, and Google running those
it does.
is triggering all
especially the
things.
cybersecurity.
Illegal.
Alexa, thank God, it's not Google. Someone will be like, Alexa, stop playing, and my Alexa will be like, we did not hear what you just said.
With Ruth Ann, we gifted her a Google Home for Christmas 4 years ago.
It was a great
purchase. But I'll be like, okay. And she'll be like, ah! Like Mom. Ruth Ann, listen, when you see it light up, that means everyone light off. Like, don't talk. I'm communicating with the robot.
I have Alexas everywhere in my house. If you just said the word, the whole house would light up.
The dangerous thing about Alexa is that she has that packaging ring. Like when you got a package coming, that whole thing lights up the tower.
And if there's a flash flood warning.
Really? Just, someone's coming to your house, it might be a box of water. We just don't know.
I was like, do you want me to say words of encouragement in the morning? No.
Thanks, no step.
Too much.
You want to go to sponsors? You're rushing us in there.
The sponsors. Sponsor number 1. Acorn backers. They will be part of the Vendy Blendy, but she does sell out. I'm just going to say that.
She's doing that photography lighting kit as a door prize.
Yeah, which is a great door prize. What is an Acorn backers? It's the ones that I buy are 23 by 23 inches. Rigid.
Whoa, there.
My brain was like, no, thank you.
You don't want to think. The trash man is outside.
Rigid backdrop that can transform your house and your photos.
I should went right into an infomercial vibe. Okay, I'm on board.
It is hell.
I'm mother. You're wearing 50 layers and turned out the fan.
Acorn backers is a food-safe photo backdrop that can transform your dark and dingy kitchen into the light and area you want. I'm saying that about mine. It's in the back of the house, and no one gets to it. I love the white matte finish. It is one you can dress up, you can dress down, you can leave it as is. Heather loves when I take photos on it because she can take them out in Photoshop and do her little magic with them.
I'm going to talk about real quick after this about the Pumpkin.
Yes.
Next up.
No,
ba-
no.
I don't
You
like,
can
Don't make
get.
me make this fan touch your leg.
You can. No wonder no one listens to this. You can get 20%. You can get 20% off right now before the Vendy Blendy. I'm really tuning back in.
Okay.
Right now, using code SugarCookie at checkout at acorbackers.com. She also has brought in like photo props. So it's these cute little towels. They have a lot of texture on them. You can look on my accounts. I've been using them a lot, and they come in a myriad of different colors.
The DIY kit for the cookie class Christmas set. Did you use an aqua tea towel?
I didn't use some tea towel.
Tobacco.
I used tobacco.
Thank y'all. And, okay, moving on. You just got checked back out.
Because you were like, hello, your snake is doing that. Yeah. He's trying to get out.
Where is he?
He's at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, he's got a little beak to dig. He doesn't think you can see him.
Can't
stop digging.
He's really trying to Keep going.
We have Bakety Bake, who I said is doing her first ever. Focus. Do not look at the snake. She's doing her first ever Vendy Blendy at 20% off. But right now you can get 10% off code TWINS at checkout, all caps.
Yes.
It's a meringue powder. And I'll say this. We were baking for class we were doing the icing for class on Friday, classes on Saturday. And Corey's like, I did not want to use Bakety Bake meringue powder. And I was like, oh, that's embarrassing since she's in the Vendy Blend. And Corey's like, it's so good. I don't even want to waste it on my clients.
Keep it for myself.
So it's so good, apparently. Corey doesn't want to use it.
I know. It is so good. It has 3 ingredients already in it, ones that you would actually add after the fact. So it's saving you money there, which is white food coloring. It just whips up white. It's gorgeous. Vanilla
gorgeous
flavoring. Yeah, gorgeous. It's silky smooth.
Silky.
And it has corn syrup on there, so it gives you a softer bite.
Softer bite,
Softer.
she says. Take us to
Eduardo. Eddie. I have used Eddie so much
Corporate
this
girl
month.
era.
Corporate girly
A lot
era.
of you yesterday or took last week's podcast and implemented it, and you're
did.
seeing results.
Heather did a podcast poll that said a lot of people are not participating in their corporate girly era, which leads a ton to be had by the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Eddie makes those last minute orders, especially for corporates, so insanely easy. Eddie is a direct to food printer. You can print right on the icing of the cookie. So no wafer sheets. This is FDA food grade, edible food coloring.
Yeah.
Sprayed. It looks just like an actual printer.
It's a printer. I can't.
I know.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you got to almost witness it. It is so crazy. But join their Facebook group, Eddie Printer Users Group on Facebook. Oh my goodness, how crazy. Also, I think Corey and I uploaded a YouTube video. So Sugar Cookie Marketing Eddie, search for that on YouTube.
Yeah. And it kind of shows you how the setup is all the way to printing.
Yeah.
But I've really been pushing myself with Eddie a little bit.
Corey has gotten in Betty with Neiman Marcus.
Betty,
Eddie.
Betty with Eddie.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about it. What were these 3 orders? What are their costs? Like, what did they pay you?
Almost $700 each.
$700 each, and Eddie is carrying the team.
Carrying the team.
I almost think that I could do it. I could do these orders.
No, you couldn't.
I could.
No, you
Press
couldn't.
print. Control P airbrush.
Yeah, but Eddie did not have any misprints, which just makes it
which tray are you using?
I can't remember the name.
Rude. Some tray owners, they're like, no.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, can we move on to texts?
Do we have any?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Surprisingly, I wouldn't have brought that up, but we're done. We have hi twins. Stephanie here from Smart Cookies Bay Area and a wavy hand face. I want to thank you for all the marketing knowledge. My brother has a remote control car side gig. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ask. And I've been telling him about the things I've learned from you and the group. I'm basically his unpaid marketing manager thanks to the 2 of you. Okay, here's a question. We've heard of girl math. What's Baker math? Baker math. This is my vote. Baker math is ordering $83.60 worth of cutters for a $65 order and thinking that was good.
Baker's math is buying everything you don't need at the Vendy Blendy.
Right.
Calling it
an
off.
investment. Baker's math is buying an Eddie and thinking it can take you to corporate girl era without you telling anybody. What is another Baker's math?
Baker's math would be posting once in a local community group and being mad that it didn't sell out.
Baker's math is not knowing your cost, but taking a group poll of costs and just thinking that that's your cost. Okay. Baker's Math is hoping you learn marketing but never listening to the podcast.
There you go. They're not listening to the podcast right now.
Okay, here's another text from a 732 area code. Hi, texting in for my dream Vendy in the Blendy sugar art. Did you reach out to them?
I think people did. Is this the sugar art?
No, this is someone asking for sugar art to be in the Vendy.
I like try to do this, the social media.
I know.
You
You guys got to do it, man. You guys got to do it.
I
We've
know.
tried, but the only way these doors are opening if the people who want to spend bully.
Yes.
Okay, but she said also a question. I am in the Cookie College. Quick shout out for all the amazing content. Frighteningly enough, a stranger just bought a ticket to my very first class, and I am now freaking out. Usually that's how it happens. You never know the ones who show up. Does Eventbrite send them a note with all the details, or should I be emailing them welcome to Cookie Class emails? And do I send a second email closer to the Cookie Class as a reminder? Thank you for everything you do. Signed, a scared in business baker from Florida. Teresa and flour, eggs, and yeast. Okay, great question.
Nice.
And actually, Teresa, because you're in the Cookie College, I already covered this for you. It's also in the Teach a Cookie Class kit. There are email templates that I send in addition. So yeah, I'm lazy. And I do pay Eventbrite fees for each ticket we sell, and it does do reminder of the event. But what I do is 5 days out from the event, I take all the emails of people who signed up, and I send them, and it's included in a template in each Cookie Class kit that you have to use. And it includes like, hey, I'm Heather and Corey will be there. Here's everything you need. Kind of like breaking the ice. So it's not just this Eventbrite transaction.
Yeah, because Eventbrite is saying like, here's your, it's not as personable as sending emails. So
Yes.
a little bit of both, you're going to have a better customer experience.
Since we started doing that, we rarely, if ever, have no-shows. And nobody, it's so funny. I was saying this to somebody, because I send those emails, I send one 5 days out, one the day before, and then I send a recap email after they take the class. Because I do that, I never get questions. And sometimes I tell Corey, like, what if I sent them? There's so little correspondence back to me because their questions are answered. What if I told them the wrong day? Like, what if nobody shows up today? Never happened yet. I wouldn't put it past us. But yeah, so I let Eventbrite do the reminder of the event and how the credits and refunds work. But I handle this more, hey guys, welcome here. I linked a hyperlink to the address so they can just click it and go.
Yeah.
Google Maps. I attach a parking lot diagram to every email I send because I know some people have parking lot anxiety. And then I just do a recap of things to bring and then my refund policy. I'll do that in the first email. And the second email, it's just like, hey guys, see you tomorrow. Bring an apron, bring your glasses because we have PowerPoint. And then they show up. And I really like that. The templates are already there for you. Just change out the information. I use it in every class we've ever taught.
Yeah. So I would say do both.
Last one, quick one. Hey, twins. It's the traveling Tracy. Okay, I'm sorry, Tracy. Tracy in the main group said, hey, I had promised this woman to ship her cookies. So Tracy's in a state that could ship. And the woman was in Miami and was flying out to Brazil. But Tracy's like, I missed the deadline, the overnight shipping deadline. And no one, so then we're watching this thread of her trying to figure out like how to solve this problem where she can't get the box delivered in time. This woman grabs a box, grabs a plane ticket, flies down to Miami and meets, and we're like, she's like, the plane's delayed. We're on the plane. We're going, we're landing. She hand delivered these to the baker, headed off to Brazil. I think it was like 100 cookies.
You said baker, but the customer.
Oh, sorry. The customer went to Brazil. What are you doing? It's so distracting. Freak. So Tracy said, I'm traveling, Tracy. My new motto is have cookies, will travel. Haha. You girls might want to start having guest speakers on the podcast because I volunteer as tribute. Tracy from Sugar Bees LLC. It was so hilarious. It's like in the group, go and read it.
I know.
But she flew down to Miami in a single, like, less than 24-hour period.
Before that post, I thought I knew what customer service was.
we
Turns out
ain't
I know
even know
nothing.
You thought
Craziness.
driving 20 minutes to Neiman Marcus was deserved
Hey,
an
wow,
award.
you got delivered. I don't offer it to everybody.
Now, I know we have the collab on Friday. Can you just walk us through
Is it this?
Yeah.
This Friday?
Yeah. 27th.
Oh my goodness, I don't think we've done a good job.
Oh, it's from our marketing tips.
Yeah, the collab on Friday, why we love collabs is an easy way to get engagement from other bakers. You're like, Corey, but I don't sell my stuff to other bakers. Hey, we know it. But what this does is allow you to get enough juice and boost by likes and comments from fellow bakers that you end up in more news feeds of the people who follow you, which, if you've done it right, will be your customers.
Yes.
So it's a great way. So the collab on Friday, it's easy, and it's probably something you're already making this week, which is a jack-o'-lantern.
Just on a white background. I just need him on. a white
Is it
background.
jack-o'-lantern or can they do just a pump?
I don't care if he's green, blue, orange, or purple.
Yeah, because I did a blue
I just
one.
need a pumpkin on a white background. We're going to try to see if we can Photoshop them all into a pumpkin patch.
A pumpkin
for the club.
patch!
But on Friday, you're going to post that in the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group. Is every detail you need to be successful in this?
So question for you.
Question.
Are we posting our individual pumpkins?
Yes. That is the engagement. That is the collab. Me
Okay.
coming back later, because I'll be driving back on Friday. I will come and Photoshop them all into a giant pumpkin patch.
And then you can use that.
And be like, find my pumpkin, or this is the
Which
collab
pumpkin
I
do you think I
did.
did?
If they don't choose yours, be like, I hate you and they're selling you.
Will people be mad that you're using it?
Well, that's a part of the collab.
Okay.
Acceptance is posted.
So all you need to do is make sure that
If there's only 2 pumpkins in my patch, I'm going to be sad.
well, you have mine and my old one that you keep using. All you have to do is take the photo. It can be a cupcake, it can be a cake, it can be a macaron.
Just has to be on a white background.
It just needs to be on a white background. I literally cannot wait to see what Heather does with this.
I am so curious what I'm going to do too. That makes us very
To
excited.
me, I'm like, everyone's house is different lighting.
We're letting Photoshop's AI remove the backgrounds on these.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not doing a lot outside.
Yeah,
of that.
I can't wait. If anything, it'll be hilarious, but it's great to get engagement. So at 11 Eastern Standard Time, AM, before Lunchione, you're going to post it. You have to use the hashtag
Sugar Cookie Marketing Collab.
Because if you don't, we can't find it. It's our only like bat signal way that we know that you're a part of it. Because when you use that hashtag, we can actually go to that hashtag.
Yes.
And they took away recent posts, which is unfortunate. But because that hashtag doesn't have a ton of mentions on it, you just will look through recent top post. And when you do the recent top post, you'll have some older posts there. But if it looks like a pumpkin, engage with it.
I like it.
I'm going to say the benefits of posting at 11 Eastern Standard Time is that you're going to get more engagement. If you post in the evening of Friday, we will all be done.
We will not be in the patch.
As much as I'm actually going back and trying to engage with everyone's things, but that's the benefit is posting at 11.
I agree. And it will be fun. And everyone enjoys them. And that'll be a blast.
It'll be a blast.
Do it. Okay, so we covered the topic, which is Vendy Blendy. We covered the vendors. We covered our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. Otherwise, we would quit this in a heartbeat. We covered the collab. We covered the cookie college. We covered our texting questions. You
did my twin trust.
Okay. I don't think I have one.
You don't have one? No twin?
Trust?
No twin trusts?
I've been liking California Pizza Kitchen lately.
Yeah, me too. Guys, they came out with the red velvet cake. It has me in a choke.
Right now, if you go to California Pizza Kitchen and you buy a pizza, you get a card for a free pizza.
We did it. It worked.
And then I thought like, oh, the one and done? No. When we got the check back, it was 2 more cards for 2 more pizzas.
It did say you have to spend at least $25.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those pizzas.
You can't like come in for a salad.
So basically you'd come in and you buy one of the pizzas, or I think you could share with 2 people. 2 people could share. We should be sharing. We're not who does not share. And then you could get a next one a to-go order. So the pizza's always to go.
Yeah.
On your next order. But I mean, like, I don't know, free pizza. Who doesn't like it?
I randomly signed up for a cake decorating class on Sunday.
Oh, another twin interest has snuck into the podcast.
And my sister.
Here's a funny thing. I'm going to compliment you on this.
What?
Corey started Lake Ridge Ladies Group. It's a group for just really hyper local. Like Lake Ridge is a sub portion of Woodbridge, which is a sub portion of Northern Virginia. So niche, you know, I like my niches. And my you have to take it. But now you have to go find it. You deserve it. You should take it. They're finding it at 116. In the Lake Ridge Ladies group, you kind of cultivated this. I think initially you started by just going around and reviewing shops. Mm-hmm. One of the shops happened to be this cake shop, like a brick and mortar. And then the lady, Angel, fell in love with Lake Ridge Ladies. And now all the time I'm like, come in and say Lake Ridge Ladies, you get a free cupcake.
I know.
So then Corey turns around and finds out that Angel's Bake Shop is selling cake classes.
And I am taking one, a candy corn class.
But talk about how influencer work. My mom says, what are you guys doing next week? And Corey's like, oh, I'm making this cake class.
Making this cake.
Now I got to my mom, my older sister, my younger sister, and Corey are now all baking a candy corn cake.
Candy corn cake. Wait, so many candy corns. They're all going the same place.
Is it candy corn taste? Or just color?
I think she said it was buttercream. That's just vanilla. If
Bring
I recall.
one here. Here.
Tuesday. Listen, I have so much things
Drive
to
your
discover.
butt past his house on Sunday.
It's between 5 to 7. You know, I go to bed at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, she had so much. People wanted to take the first class. She opened up the second class.
Anyways, gotta say compliments to those little hyper niche groups.
I will say, you cake class people, she let people vote on 3 designs. She made 3 different cakes. And the comment section got to choose what class.
I'm sure it was just through the roof.
Oh, she had so many comments.
Yeah.
I wish it was a zombie. But it wasn't.
Okay, do you have any other interesting
Guys,
Pinterest?
sorry for, being on my B game. Instead of my A game.
Yeah, the trash man comes and you don't check out mentally.
It's because we
Corey's
eat.
not even listening to the podcast. She's on it.
We eat beforehand.
Yeah.
And it's not a light meal.
Well, we should be sharing. And then you ordered a cake. You crazy?
Usually you order weird
I said
pizzas.
this is my Friday. Yeah, I got the burger
my
pizza.
Friday.
Not my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
It was everything it was
at
promised.
home. I was like, yeah, there's that Homer pizza. And he was like, I will throw up with the pickles.
I forgot.
I forgot. Oh,
He doesn't like pickles. This is I love pickles.
I know.
But they definitely said we're going to be adventurous in their pizza designs, and they have a burger pizza, which
He
was
said
a burger.
It tastes like burger. He did.
He
I had
did?
to go and remove
It's
the
ridiculous.
pickles from the top and the tomatoes. It was like,
Oh, yeah, at least they had a tomato bed. Okay, anything else?
guys, we love you. To the moon and back.